In this video, you're going to learn a little bit more about the gross migration files that you downloaded from the IRS's SOI migration website. This file can seem a little intimidating because it is rather large and has a number of data items. We're going to look at some specific things that we're going to need to understand about the Excel file before we import it into Alteryx so that we can cleanse it appropriately and transform the data usefully. What we'll notice is that we have a number of header rows in this file. The header rows range all the way from 1 down to through row 8. And then we also have totals as well as data broken out by AGI category. Going across the columns, we have a number of column rows that cross multiple columns as well. The first column row, which is too big to be seen when we click on it, but we can see it up here in the Formula tab, gives us the total returns. If we were to go over, the next one gives us the non-migrant returns. The next section of columns gives us the outflow returns, then the inflow returns, and then the same state returns, with that last category being those individuals who moved within the state during the year. We're most interested in the inflow return set of columns and the outflow returns columns because we're going to try to calculate net migration. Going down to the next level, we see that the data is then organized by age category. So we have all ages, we have under 26, we have 26 to 35, 35 to 45, 45 to 55, 55 to 65, and then 65 and over. Finally, what we have in each of our columns underneath our age categories is we have the information that we're going to be evaluating. The number of returns, the number of exemptions, and then the adjusted gross income for the beginning year and the ending year. This data set, like I said, is rather intimidating because of the volume of information that it presents. Ironically, when we get down to it, we're only going to need a couple of rows of data from this column, and we're going to be computing nets for each of the age categories so that we have net inflow or outflow numbers by age and by AGI. The final thing that we need to understand about this data set is at the bottom, just like we had in our state level migration data, we have notes from the IRS giving us some more important information to help us understand the numbers and volumes reported in this data set. Finally, looking at row 3, we see that the AGI is reported in thousands of dollars. So we will want to convert that to a dollar level to help with the interpretation of the data as we're trying to present it to external groups.